Imagine this. You are driving alone on a pitch-black highway in the dead of night, miles from anywhere, with no other cars in sight. Your phone has no signal, the fuel gauge is dipping low, and an unsettling silence surrounds you. What if the one person who notices something wrong is the very stranger you were terrified of? This classic, chilling tale has haunted generations, reminding us that danger can hide in plain sight, and that a single act of quiet heroism can save a life. It was a cold, rainy autumn night in the late hours after midnight. Emily, a 28-year-old nurse and single mother, had just finished a grueling double shift at the hospital. Exhausted but eager to get home to her young daughter, who was staying with a babysitter, she embarked on the long drive along a remote rural highway. The roads stretched endlessly through dense woods, with no streetlights to break the oppressive darkness. Rain pattered relentlessly on the windshield, and fog began to creep in, reducing visibility to mere feet ahead. Emily's mind wandered to her little girl, how she had promised to be home for breakfast, how she missed tucking her in that night. The emotional weight of balancing work and parenthood pressed on her, but she pushed it aside, focusing on the drive. Her fuel tank was running lower than she had realized. She had been too busy to fill up earlier. Spotting the faint neon glow of a solitary gas station ahead, the only sign of civilization for miles, she pulled in with profound relief. The station was eerily deserted, flickering fluorescent lights over the pumps and a small convenience store with grimy windows with no other vehicles in the lot. As Emily began pumping gas, an older attendant emerged from the booth, a burly man in his 60s with a weathered face, gray beard, and worn flannel shirt. He watched her intently through the rain-streaked glass before stepping out. Something about his persistent stare made Emily's skin crawl. She gripped the pump nozzle tighter, her heart quickening. "Evening, ma'am," he said in a gravelly voice as the tank filled. "Your card didn't process right at the pump. There's a glitch. Gotta come inside to fix it and pay." Emily froze. She had not used a card yet. She had intended to pay cash. Alarm bells rang in her mind. Alone, vulnerable, in the middle of nowhere, every instinct screamed danger. "That's odd," she replied, forcing calmness into her voice. "I'll just pay cash out here. How much?" He shook his head insistently, glancing nervously toward her car's back window. "No, the system's down outside. Come inside. It's safer in there anyway with this weather. It'll only take a minute." His urgency escalated. "Please, miss, you need to come in now." He stepped closer, blocking her path slightly. Panic surged through Emily. Tears welled in her eyes as she thought of her daughter waiting at home. Refusing to leave the safety of her open door, she thrust a handful of bills at him. "Take this. Keep the change." Without waiting, she yanked the nozzle free, leapt into the driver's seat, locked the doors, and sped away into the night, tires screeching on wet pavement. Her hands trembled on the wheel, sobs escaping as adrenaline coursed through her. In the rearview mirror, she saw the attendant waving frantically, almost desperately. Minutes later, red and blue lights flashed behind her. A police cruiser pulled her over urgently. Two officers approached with caution. "Ma'am, are you all right? We received an emergency call from a gas station attendant about your vehicle." Through tears, Emily recounted the terrifying encounter, convinced the man had sinister intentions. The officers exchanged solemn glances. The lead officer spoke gently. "That attendant wasn't trying to hurt you. He was risking everything to save you. While pumping your gas, he spotted a man hiding in your back seat, crouched low on the floorboards with a knife. He had likely slipped in earlier, perhaps at a rest stop. The attendant was stalling, begging you to come inside the locked booth for safety until we arrived." Emily's world shattered. Overwhelmed with shock, gratefulness, and lingering fear, she broke down completely, relief flooding her as she realized how close she had come to never seeing her daughter again. The police searched her car, finding evidence of the intruder, a discarded weapon and signs of tampering. The suspect, linked to prior attacks on lone drivers, had fled into the woods when she unexpectedly drove off. In the days that followed, Emily returned to thank the attendant personally, learning he was a retired veteran who had seen too much darkness in his life. Their emotional meeting, tears, hugs, and shared relief, forged an unlikely bond. Though widely recognized as an urban legend with roots dating back decades, variations appear in collections like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This tale endures as a poignant reminder. Trust your instincts, check your surroundings, and remember that true heroes often appear in unexpected forms. If this heart-pounding story left you breathless and reflective like this response, subscribe for more gripping tales and share your own chilling experiences in the comments below. What is the most emotional, true horror story you have ever heard?